Good afternoon and welcome to Bradenton, Kiwanis. I'm your club president this year, Heather Doyle. Please rise and join with me in singing America, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the Invocation by Mr. Grubbs.
My country, 'tis the peace, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrims ride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I think you can all give yourselves credit for being a member of this esteemed club and for all that we do here. And as we know, this is a volunteer organization. We have very few employees. You can count them on one hand. And every year we give out hundreds of thousands of dollars to very needed children's charities. And we don't just do that, but our hands and our feet and our hearts and our minds, we put that to work with our talents to make a difference right here in this community. And so for the guests, if you're interested in finding additional ways to make your life count, there's no better way than to help the life of a child and to help the children right here in this community, whether it's by volunteering with our Christmas in August event, which is huge, where we kind of take over what was formerly known as McKechnie Field. I'm still having trouble calling it Lecom Park. No offense to Lecom. It's just old habits die hard. So children can go, homeless children can have backpacks, they can have food, they can get medical and dental checkups. They can walk into school with everything that my child has when she starts school. We ring bells for the Salvation Army. We do service projects for deserving organizations for Better Manatee Day. We do countless things. We read to children. We give children books to take home. We could go on, but at the end of the day, I am so proud of this group and what we do, and that we're making a difference in the lives of children here in the community. Please give yourselves a round of applause. For those of you, we do so many service projects throughout the year, and our most recent assistance to our community was with the kids' fishing tournament. If you volunteered and worked and assisted on your early Saturday morning with the fishing tournament, would you please stand so we may recognize and thank you? As part of what we do, Brenda Rogers is our scholarship chair. Brenda, give us a wave. There she is. Oh, she's right in front of me. Brenda will be having a very brief scholarship meeting. Anyone that's interested in being on the scholarship committee, once you get on it, you're not allowed to get off. That's her only stipulation. They do amazing things, and they're going to be assisting with giving out scholarship dollars, so please see her. That will be after our meeting here today. We do have a new member breakfast tomorrow at 7:45. Good hot breakfast right here for any new members who are interested in making sure that they're kind of up to speed on what our organization does. Any current members who want to support our new members or feel they need a refresher, we'll be right here in the hall, right where we are now, 7:45. With that, I am going to introduce Brett, who's going to introduce our, we'll call it facilitator for these amazing kids. I don't like to talk too much because they're going to show me up.
Well, it's another great day at Kiwanis and a great program we have ahead. Miss Angelita Ortiz is the 4-H program specialist for Agriculture and Extension Services, Parks and Natural Resources Department for Manatee County. She will be introducing the 2018 49th Annual 4-H Tropicana Public Speaking Manatee County Competition, the overall winners. Angelita.
I think I'm good. Can everybody see me? Do I need to step up? Let me give you a little timeline of 4-H Tropicana Public Speaking Contest. It's an educational program designed to give students in the 4th through the 6th grade experience in the preparation and delivery of a 2 to 3 minute speech. It says that public speaking is one of the most freer experiences. This program teaches the young people to be better communicators. It's an important skill of life. We communicate every day, directly or indirectly. So this will benefit them throughout their life. The program started in 1952 by a dedicated teacher named Mrs. Inez Pettigrew in the Palmview Elementary in Palmetto, Florida. In 1969, Tropicana and 4-H joined forces to offer this excellent public speaking program to all elementary and middle school in Manatee County. Today, this program is presented statewide. Another value to the overall winners is that they get to present their speeches again in front of a beautiful audience. They get a 4-H camp scholarship to attend our camp that is coming this July, the week of the 16th to the July 16th to the 20th. They also get invited to MC at the future programs in the Manatee County program. And with that, that's my little short line for Tropicana. Again, good afternoon. Like you heard, my name is Angelita Ortiz, and I do not want to take all the credit. I am the facilitator today, but I have our supervisor, Dr. Diana Smith, the 4-H coordinator, and also Angel Drayton. She's new to the office. She's our office specialist. And us three work throughout the year, putting all kinds of programs, and this is one of our major programs. So I want them to get the credit, too. On Saturday, May 19, 2018, over 275 parents, grandparents, teachers, siblings, and friends joined top speakers from 30 area elementary and middle school at the 49th Annual 4-H Tropicana Public Speaking County Competition. The competition was held at the Manatee County Agricultural Center in Palmetto. It was open to overall first place school winners in the 4th, 5th, and 6th grades. Various competitions were held throughout the day. Today, as an added value to this youth, the top winners in the 4th and 5th and 6th grade division are here today to delight you with their winning speeches. Ladies and gentlemen, Kiwanis members and guests, please help me welcome to the podium the overall first place winner in the 4th, 5th grade division, Ms. Emma Spisak. She's from the Rowlett Elementary Academy, speech title, Growing Up South African Style.
Okay. 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 Sorry. Honey, go get your backpack from the boot. Here we go again. I need to get a dictionary to translate. Slowly but surely, I learned that a boot meant the trunk of a car. To continue, one time we were packing for vacation, and my mom says, "Honey, don't forget to pack your costume." I looked at her in confusion. "Mom, what's a costume? It's not Halloween yet." She looked back at me annoyed and said, "Your bathing suit, Emma. Your bathing suit." It's like she expected me to know what she meant. Another time, she was going on about a robot turning red, yellow, and green. Then we realized, oh, Mom, that's called a traffic light. So, over the years, I've made a mental South African English dictionary containing all of the crazy words my mom says. And I'm going to be telling you, and you all about South Africa and how I've been living life South African style. So, what are all these words, you may ask? Well, they get their origins from the fact that South Africa used to be a British colony, but South Africa gained their independence from Commonwealth in 1931. Wait guys, it's 3 o'clock, tea time! Sorry, just another tradition South Africa inherited from being a British colony. On the topic of food, in South Africa, people do braais. Braais are barbecues, but with a twist. At braais, people eat pastries, pot pie, milk tart, but overall, my favorite food are Cook Sisters. They're braided donuts with a cinnamon glaze, and they are delicious. I know. Barbecues and pastries don't sound like they go together, but that's another special thing us South Africans do. Plus, my mom has a super fantastic accent, and she says words funny like biltong, which is beef jerky, tomato, Karen instead of Karen, water, nappy instead of diaper, dummy instead of pacifier, and my teacher's all-time favorite, naughty. Everybody's different, and since I'm 50% American, 50% South African, and 100% me, I'm just living life South African style.
Thank you, Emma. Next we have overall second place winner in the 4th, 5th grade division, Nivet Panika from Stewart Elementary. Speech title, Can Color Blindness Be Learned?
Have you ever wondered if colorblindness can be learned? You must be wondering why I'm here today to talk about colorblindness. What could I possibly add to all that is known about colorblindness, the medical condition? But no, I am standing here today to talk about colorblindness as it relates to the human race. The Webster's Dictionary describes colorblindness as an inability to see the difference between certain colors. Human race consists of people of different color: white, black, brown, yellow, and everything in between. Now, imagine a world where people would be noticed for the good in their hearts, the good in their deeds, and not by their race or color. Wow, what a peaceful world it would be. They succeeded. A world of people who judge each other by their color of skin would only breed hatred, war, and sadness. In history, many lives have been lost in war and battles that began and ended with tyrants trying and succeeding in driving a wedge between people living in harmony. They succeeded in doing this because people did not unite and resist the tyrant's attempt to cause unrest in the name of color and race. Would you be happy in a world like that? I am confident that kids like me would be lost and unhappy. Martin Luther King Jr. once said that we may all come from different ships, but we're in the same boat now. He must have meant that even though we are all different from various parts of the world, We live in the same world and strive for contentment and happiness. Have you seen babies and little kids play in a group? I am sure they don't see color because they play with each other regardless of what they look like. However, as they grow up, they get influenced by opinions of adults and start judging people unfairly based on their color. So I ask you, is it possible to learn colorblindness? I sure hope so, because I don't want to be known as a brown kid. I just want to be a kid. It is time to change the world. Mahatma Gandhi said a long time ago, be the change you want to see in this world. Martin Luther King's famous speech started with the words, I have a dream. Well, I do have a dream, a better world for kids like us. Will you help me make our world a better place where no one sees skin color? Where we only see the good in each other's hearts?
Next, I will present to you overall first place winner in the 6th grade division from St. Stephen Episcopal School, Gio Boliteri, speech title, Adoption.
There are two things every child in this world wants and deserves: to be loved and to be part of a family. Right now, there are over 150 million orphans worldwide that are waiting for their forever family. Just 10 years ago, I was one of those orphans. Many children become orphans for many reasons. For example, when I was 1, my birth father died and my tribe was going through a severe drought. When there is a drought, there is no food, no water, and people starve. I was an only child and my birth mother really wanted to keep me. But she knew if she wanted to give me a chance of surviving, she would have to let me go. At the age of 3, I became one of the 5 million orphans in Ethiopia. Children from other countries become orphans for all kinds of reasons, including to losing their parents to disease, famine, or war. Children need their parents for many reasons. They learn so many things from their parents. They learn how it feels to be loved, really loved. Children with a parent or two feel like they always have someone who has their back. Someone who is their biggest cheerleader. They grow up knowing how to be a parent and how to love themselves and others. Parents teach children how to survive in this crazy world. If you think about it, everyone benefits if they grow up in a loving family. Scientists believe the ideal number of people on the earth is between 1.5 and 2 billion. We currently have over 7.5 billion and will reach 9 billion by 2050. If just a fraction of the families adopted an orphan, there will be no more orphans and fewer people on the planet. It's a win-win situation. Orphans become loved members of families, families grow in size, and the earth has fewer people born, adding to the overpopulation problem. Some people might think they couldn't possibly love an adopted child as much as they love a biological child. We have lots of friends who have both, and they always say they love their children equally. I know my parents say they couldn't possibly love a child more than they love me and my brother. Although many of you aren't old enough to think about being parents yet, I would like to plant a seed in your heart so that one day you will consider adopting an orphan into your family. I know I hope to adopt one day. I promise you, you won't regret it.
Thank you, Gio. Finally, let's give it up for overall 2nd place winner in the 6th grade division, Devin Grier from Rowlett Middle Academy, speech title, Self-Acceptance.
Did you know that more than 65% of teens in America start wearing makeup or other beauty products between the ages of 8 and 13? And this isn't just your normal mascara and lip gloss. This is your foundation, blush, eyeshadow, etc. Teens all over the world are putting tons of makeup on. every morning, too scared to leave the house that are on because they don't feel pretty enough or accepted. So why is all of this happening? Well, teens and women constantly thrive to look like the next cover girl, that they no longer accept how they naturally look, and instead put on makeup to cover it. One of my life goals is to leave a mark, or to inspire. And if I had to choose a way to do it, it would be this. I have a message to all girls who don't think they're good enough, pretty enough, or beautiful. All of you, and I repeat, all of you, are more than good enough. You are beautiful with or without makeup, and anyone who tells you otherwise is kidding themselves. Why should you believe them, or even care? Trust me, I know. Easier said than done. People call me pale, ugly, overweight, or too skinny. I would wake up every morning and look at myself in the mirror with disgust. I didn't like how I looked. I would go around school pointing out girls in my mind who I thought were prettier than me. The rude comments would also affect my everyday mood. I was sad, moody, mean even occasionally. And that's when my mom noticed. She told me something that I will keep with me the rest of my life. She said, "Devin, you shouldn't rely on what people think of you, and you shouldn't compare yourself to others, because as soon as you accept you for who you are, that's when you're the happiest." And I am now, because I have, and so should you. Here's how I did it. By a show of hands, who here has ever been called something that made you feel less than who you are? And this is for girls and boys. Now look around you. You're not alone. No one's alone. And that's what I would think whenever someone would call me something that made me feel less. I'm not alone. But what else can we do? Well, I have a challenge. I challenge all of you to wake up every morning and look at yourself in the mirror with love, respect, and acceptance for your natural beauty. Because then, maybe, just maybe, we can all feel beautiful.
These are our youth. I am certain that these students have amazed you today with their courage to stand in front of all of you and showcase their communication skill, their awareness of current events, and I'm sure they managed to engage you, motivate you, call you to action, or make you laugh, and probably giving something to think about. We commend the parents and teachers that are nourishing the minds and well-being of these youth. Applause, please. I want to thank the Bradenton Kiwanis for having us here today. Thank you for your continued support of the Manatee County 4-H program. And remember, 4-H grows in Manatee County. Thank you.
Well, I think that, I always think, what's the takeaway, right? What's the takeaway from this? I think that we began this program talking about how we can help children, but I think we've also learned quite a few things we can bring back that we've learned from you all. So thank you very much for gracing us with your presence today and your presence. And I want to thank you all for doing what you do every day and for making your lives count. With that, God bless you, and we are adjourned.